And so this now has been approved by the structural engineer and is holding up the second story and is, structurally sound. All right, so we're here at our addition. This is what we call the HOPKO residence. And we've got all the framing in. We're ready to get it started to get siding. We have the windows in place. We're gonna wrap this thing with the synthetic underlayment that goes over the perimeter of the house. And we're gonna wrap the house and get it all sided here. We ran into a couple issues that made the job take a little bit longer. If you see these pipes right here, this is for a mini split outdoor unit so that we have air conditioning that goes to the home. So if you saw in our earlier videos, we had to cut into this door. We cut both this door open and this door open. And the reason that we cut into this door was so that we could use this area as a mechanical room, because we didn't want to put see that thing right there? Here, let me pull out my phone so you can see it. This sump pump, we had to put this inside of the inside of here because we're lower than the sewer is, the actual sewer line. So we tried to connect to it, but we couldn't. So we had to put in the sump pump, which pushes out all the waste. And so this will be the new mechanical room. And then we had to get a structural engineer to make this header here. And so this now has been approved by the structural engineer and is holding up the second story and is, structurally sound. And this right here, the stuff that we're stepping on, is insulations. We insulated the slab. This was that other door that we opened up. This will be a cased opening. We're not technically allowed to put a door here because it's too low, because we don't have the right ceiling height. As you walk into here, you can see, I'm 6 feet tall and this is just about hitting my head. So this will be a cased opening rather than a door. And then the rest of this is all, the regular ceiling height that we need, which is our 7 feet. We have a couple more inches than that, but yeah, this is 7 feet, so. This was not a hallway before. This was actually, there was a wall right here and you'd walk up here and it was really tight. There was no real way to walk around, and so the client wanted it to be kind of open and have an entrance to the kitchen. So now that we've opened it up, we have this nice entrance here into the kitchen, which the kitchen will get remodeled at a later date. And then we have, if you walk in here, we have a pantry, a nice hallway. That door will become another cased opening, as you can see. And then we had to put in this stair here because of the elevation issues, because the ceiling downstairs is higher than that ceiling in the basement. And so when it all got up here, it ended up being, about 11, 12 inches too high. So we have this step down into the addition. And then we're gonna have a door here that goes outside to the deck with a landing around it. And then these will be 2 bedrooms. So this room is going to be the owner's son's room, and we have a closet right here. And then throughout the project, they wanted to add a desk, so we moved the closet over a little bit. We added this special outlet, which will have a USB attachment so that they can put like a standing desk area here. Oh, and then in this room, we had started off with a much smaller room. The room was actually going to stop right here with this wall. And then as we got in here and we opened it up and we put the stairs in and we had like our field revisions, which is what they're called, we ended up pushing out the closet, taking a little bit of the pantry out, and it's going to be a little bit bigger because the bedroom was a little bit smaller than anticipated. And if you see these dangling wires right here, these are for can lights. We're going to put these like cut-in can lights in that, so we'll have 4 in each room, maybe 5, if you count the closet as well. As we get up here, we have this doorway, And what ended up happening is after we built the ceiling height to code downstairs, it was a lot bigger than the existing ceiling. And so we have now this kind of drop thing, and we'll have to put in like a landing with like a step in order to tie it into the deck, because the deck is supposed to tie into the house. There'll be a door there so they can come out into the deck from the outside right there where you're standing. And this will require some special engineering. We'll have to get the engineer involved in order to get him to approve it, because it's considered a field revision, so it has to be taken into account and done correctly before we can go ahead and move forward. And then if you look over here, we also have the steps as well. They ended up having to go right here in order to tie into the existing floor, once again with the height issues. And this kind of problem is pretty common when it comes to additions, when you start tying the old into the new, just due to the size of the joists and the size of the ceilings, just the building code's changing over time.